I genuinely don't understand some of the complaints I've seen about the Bears season 4. To me, it seems like people aren't paying attention to the show or just aren't happy with the direction. You can criticize many things, but to say the season 4 of the Bear is bad is just plain stupid. It is a fantastic season of TV. I'm saying that people are saying that the show used to be about the kitchen, the food, life inside the kitchen, whatever happened to that. This show was never about food. It was never about the kitchen. It was about the people in the kitchen, their lives, their struggles, their journey. It just makes me think, like, were you guys paying attention at all? Like the show has transitioned. It went from an anxiety, dread-filled piece of loss, of sorrow, of sadness, of regret, pain, internal struggle. And it has slowly morphed into what it is now, which is a show about, becoming a better version of yourself, healing from your trauma, learning to break generational curses, recognizing the importance of family, knowing that you just can't back away from your life, that you have to deal with your problems head on. And as a result, the show has gone from this chaotic mess, fast-paced, anxiety-filled, one-shot takes, to a slower, more meditative and reflective piece of TV, which I personally love. And a lot of people are upset with that this isn't what the Bear was the first 2 seasons. Yes, because the Bear has always reflected Carmy's mindset. And in those first 2 seasons, Carmy was fucked up. In season 3, he was also messed up, but that's where he was at his most stuck. That's why season 3 felt like the plot didn't really push anywhere, because Carmy wasn't going anywhere. Now we're at the point where the most broken of characters are healing, are becoming better people, and it's beautiful to watch, and it's true to life. We can't mourn Mikey forever. The characters. Eventually, you have to deal with your problems head on. I mean, even Donna is slowly becoming a better person. Lee, played by Bob Odenkirk, who was a huge asshole. He's learned the greatness or the goodness of talking about your problems out loud and really putting a voice to your problems and how you can heal from it. Going to church, if that helps you. And I see people say other things like, well, it was very Carmy focused and Sydney focused, and we didn't really get much of, like, for example, Tina. Tina's arc is done. She was insecure. She didn't really have a direction in life. She felt like she didn't quite have a purpose. She was lost. She was scared. We saw her gain that love for cooking, that passion that reignited her life. We saw what Mikey did for her to put her on the path. Her arc is complete. She knows where she belongs. She's doing what she loves. Now all that's left is for her to get better at her job, which she did at the end of the season. Small? Yes. Not enough Tina, I agree. But it's continuing an arc. We even got character development with Ibra, where, in the first season, second season, he felt like he didn't belong in that kitchen. Maybe he didn't feel worthy. Maybe he didn't feel smart enough. Or maybe at his age, he's just happy doing what he knows. He has found his place within the Bear. He is literally saving the restaurant. And we got a wonderful subplot of him dreaming bigger, thinking bigger, creating opportunity. This is not the same Ibra who quit culinary school. Like, he has come such a long way, and it's beautiful to watch. Again, small stories on the side, but they work. Marcus himself has become like a healthier version of Carmy, where he's obsessed with cooking. He wants to be the best in it. It's what drives him, and now he's one best chef. I'm seeing truly baffling commentary from so many accounts that I love and respect about this show. Like I said, saying it's lost its way, it's not the show it used to be, this or that. This is the same show it's always been. It's been about the people, the characters, and their progression and their lives. These are some of the most realistic portrayals of characters, of grief, all that you'll see. Frankly, I just think people are upset about the direction, that it's lost some of the pacing and stuff, which the show has evolved into something else, and that's totally fine. But what it's evolved into makes sense for the story and for the characters, which is what is most important in my opinion. Look, at the end of the day, I am not afraid to tear into anything, no matter how much I love it. My favorite show ever, Better Call Saul. I literally just made a video ripping into its final season. When season 3 of The Bear came out, I ripped into it because it deserved it. Ted Lasso, Barry, see their final seasons, I ripped into each of them. So I'm not afraid to criticize something when I think it's subpar or doesn't live up to its standard. Season 4 of The Bear is not that case. It is fantastic television. As good as season 1 or 2? No. But it's really fucking good, man. Really fucking good.